All right, this story's going to be longer because I have to like make a point that there's no coincidence and God does everything and like timing and position and in order and on time is just crazy, right? Yesterday or for like the past week or so, I've been thinking about passive ways to make income because this whole corona thing has like put limit to social interaction. And the one thing more than anything that requires human interaction and people love is like restaurants, bars, hospitality that can't be, switched with a computer or a kiosk. Like people need that human interaction. They need food, they need conversation, they need an experience. And I really enjoy that. So that's why I want to start a hospitality group. But I'm opening Lucky's Cocktail Lounge. I want to do like a fast, over the counter sort of like sliders or tacos, something quick, like buy one of the Subways. I want to open a boutique hotel. I want to do like a sort of like men's sort of vibe, like cognac, leather, like cigar style place, like all of these places. But then when something like this happens, you never really think about like your goals and stuff in terms of what if you do have 10 locations or this huge hospitality group and then another virus comes in 20 years and everything has to be shut down. One, you want to be financially prepared, but you also want to bring in some income. And I've been working on different ideas for passive incomes, but like through the last couple of weeks, I've really been like focusing more on passive ideas, if that makes sense. So for like the past year or so, I was like, all right, I really want to do real estate. I have a real estate license in New York. I have a house in Pittsburgh. Like I want to get more. I want to do more. I want to do more of that, and then I want to do a YouTube channel with like me and Steven because people really like when we share stories and stuff like that, and it could be lucrative after doing all this research. And just different stuff like that, right? And I want to do small business development. I really like that. I like talking to people, bouncing ideas off them, helping them build, helping them grow, just develop overall. And then I start going through what needs human interaction, what doesn't, what people can do at home, and I was like, what if I do small business development, but do these like worksheets, and people can pay a small amount, and I can do YouTubes to go with them in order for them to be in order for them to be productive and still work. And then yesterday, I was just like, well, not yesterday, but like throughout the week, thinking of all of these just passive incomes, things that you just have to make one time and put it out there and promote and market, obviously, but that you don't have to be constantly, hey, how are you? What can I get you? What do you need? Connecting, turning over rocks, following Lucky's Law, stuff like that, right? Like, I'm like, I love hot sauce. I collect hot sauce. I got like 40 bottles. I'm definitely going to make a hot sauce. Okay, one thing. At the restaurant show, I met this man with Fruita Pops, and he was like, we can do branding and marketing for you, but like, it'll be like our product, but you can still sell it. I was like, okay, so now we got like frozen like icy pop, but it's alcoholic, like wine. Then I'm like, ooh, what if I took everything from Lucky's Cocktail Lounge and made a cookbook out of it? So I'm like, it has to be like different. Like you gotta have pairings and tips and like plateware and what season to make it in and who to make it for. And I mean, my mind is just going and going and going. And then like this morning, I woke up and it was like still going. And I'm like, oh, like it can have like cool stuff in the back, like shit. I forgot what it was. But anyway, then I was like, okay, so we got worksheets, we got hot sauce, we got fruit pops, we got cookbook. Like, these are all these ways that I'm going to take this one business that I have and turn it into multiple streams of income. And I just was really on like this creative like kick and it was happy and I felt productive and I didn't feel stressed for the first time in weeks and things are just like moving like forward, I guess you can say. And I'm saying all this to say, like, this morning, my cousin, and we're really, like, grew up like sisters. We're 6 months apart. We're only child. But she sent me a link to her church because she's been doing it because I told her, like, since I moved to New York, I've never been to church here, right? And it's the perfect time, the perfect season with Corona going on for me to, like, I don't have any excuse. So I was just starting Grey's Anatomy, another show that I heard her talk about online, and I was just like, oh, wait. Let me stop that and watch this, right? And his word today was like, crisis brings out creativity. He was like, everyone's waiting for normal, but there is no normal. It's going to be a new normal. And that's crazy because my liquor license just came. So whatever my life was before the corona happened is not what my life's going to be like after anyway, because I'm now going to be able to open up my cocktail lounge, which is crazy. So, and then he said it gives you supernatural provision, supernatural insight, and creativity. It's crazy because ever since I was a kid, I would go to church and I would feel like, the word was especially for me, and I would be crying and whatever. But I know this word means something to everybody in a different way, but there's like no coincidence. Like, I literally came up with 6 or 7 different ways for income and streams of revenue that could surpass or quarantine or something like that, and that I have the means to do, and that I already have all of the knowledge and stuff that I need to do them. Like, for instance, to make a cookbook, you need the recipes, you need ingredients, and you need recipes and instructions, right? And I already have that. There's already a recipe for every single thing that we put on our menu. So while that is niche and is small, like in a year or two, it'll be so much content that all we will have to do is really just copy and paste. And this is like what this is like totally about. Like, it's going to be a new normal. God brings out creativity in crisis. He gives you supernatural insight, and he gives you supernatural strength in the middle of the trial, and he really shifts your mindset. And my mindset has been extremely shift during this time, being a small business owner, just quitting my job, not having nothing to lean back on, knowing that I'm going to be responsible for other people's livelihood, and just trying to be as creative as possible to tap into new ways to generate income in the future, and to make sure, like, you're more or less like quarantine relief. Like, you don't have to worry about if you only have hospitality, or you only have bars, or you only have. I know that was a whole lot. So, like, just to sum it all up, it's crazy because the word today is exactly what God has provided for me throughout this quarantine, right? About creativity, about supernatural insight, about supernatural strength, about shifting the mindset, about being present, and like just renewing our strength. And there's no coincidence that that was the word today. I've never watched it, never been to church since I've been in New York to fellowship or congregate, and exactly everything that was on my mind, or that I've been reading in my daily Bible or whatever, that was the word. And it was just so, like, reassuring that I'm moving in the right direction. I ask for wisdom and leadership and all this stuff to be a better person, and, like, I don't know, I just feel good. So thank you so much to my cousin who shared, and thanks for, whoever watches this, whenever you watch it.